Hello, my friends. I hope you're having a lovely day. And in today's video, oh boy, we are checking out Project Warlock, which is out on the Switch today. I believe today is in the 11th. As you can see, I'm about to die. As you can see, it's an old school looking game, but it is brand new. And holy crap. It is pretty difficult. I played it for a bit to make sure I understood what was going on. Can I? Oh, I can. To make sure I understood what was going on, because I knew there was some roguelite elements in here. So you can level up your character and gain new abilities and blah, 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 blah. I did all that off camera because I played through the first, I guess you would call it a chapter. I see you. Just to make sure I knew what I was doing. So I leveled up a bit. This is the second chapter. The game is hard as hell, and if you lose all your lives, then it's game over and you gotta start from the beginning. Alright, so it looks like an old school first-person shooter with some roguelite elements, and that's pretty much what it is. I'm gonna need a key, a red key, I'm guessing, to get in that door. Well, here's a button. See, the thing about... Alright, so... For anybody who played Doom or Wolfenstein, the originals, you're used to, or at least you remember that the games would be sometimes quick to throw you into a really bad situation. And all it took was all it took was the press of a button or grabbing a key, and like a secret panel would open up, and you'd be flooded with enemies. That's exactly what this game likes to do. But because you level up your character, I get hurt pretty easily. So you can get killed pretty damn quick. Dude. And yes, fire does hurt me too. So yeah, you can get taken out pretty quick. So I played through the... You know what? The more I talk about it, the more it is like the original Doom or Wolfenstein. Because sometimes you would play some of those levels and you get caught up in traps with enemies, and you'd be like, how the hell was I supposed to know that was there? And you get destroyed. And then, you die and you go back in and do it all over again, except it wasn't as harsh as this game is, because you just die and start a level over. Here you have a set amount that you can go back in, and then it's back to the beginning, which is frustrating, but roguelite, that's the way it is. I don't dislike it. It forces you to be more on your toes, and perhaps a little more careful than you would normally be in a first-person shooter. Normally I'd run around and just like blast the crap out of everybody and be more, like Doom today. You just, oh my god, you'd run around and just be crazy. Why are these guys so fast? And there's something else about it. There's something about this type of first-person game that when you see enemies coming at you and they're coming very quickly, it makes me way more nervous than I am in video games today. Like, there's something unsettling about it. I guess because it's moving like kind of weirdly. I don't know what it is. But yeah, it's definitely bringing me back to my old days of first-person shooters. Like I said, Doom, Wolfenstein, Hexen, any of those. And I like that. And I like this too. It's a little bit janky. Let's see if I can open these. Can I open any of this? No. Alright, I'll make my way in there. Yeah, it's a little bit janky. You have to get used to it a little bit. It's not as like finely tuned as those games. But it is more than playable. And I'm having fun with it. You just get into it right away and you're like, oh, what a cheap kill. Oh, what that secret door opened and I got destroyed in 2 seconds. So you realize that's the type of game it is. And then you get used to it. The only real issue I have, I'm gonna have to switch to a different weapon soon. The only real issue I have is, I've only had it happen twice, but twice is enough for me to think it's going to be a thing going forward. You'll walk down a hallway. I see you. Come on. As you can tell, this doesn't have motion controls. You'll walk down a hallway, damn it. And an enemy will pop up behind you out of nowhere. Like, there's no hole in the ceiling. There's no door that opened up. You just, like, maybe if you're lucky, you'll hear a little noise and you'll realize something's behind you. And it's, like, right behind you. And you know, that's too cheap for me. I don't... Is this a door? No. That's too cheap. I don't think that's fair. You know, I think you should at least hear a door open or see where the enemy comes from for it to make sense. I wish I had... You know what else? I wish I had a melee. As far as I know, I don't have a melee. Alright, as soon as I hit this button, I would imagine things are gonna go crazy. Now, I have my knife, which I can chop things up with no problem. And it doesn't run out. And you can do this thing, which is great. You don't run out of those. So I've been sticking with this for a while, but now the enemies are just coming so fast and furious. Well, okay. Well, you know what? I'll stick with this for now. Let's get myself killed. Perfect first throw. The funny thing is you have this, let me see. You have this staff. And one shot, I'll waste a shot. You refill it with these vials. One shot does not hurt as much as my little knife. See, they're still alive, but one charged up knife will do it. But boy, 3 shots and they're not dead. I can do this. And that goes through multiple enemies. See, this is just taking too much. I have this too, but it's so slow. And that's where the trouble comes in. Some of the weapons are just so slow that you don't stand a chance. Also, I don't want to... Oh, shoot. I don't know what this guy does. Dude, I got other problems to worry about here. Alright, 2's not bad. I don't even remember. Oh, yeah. You have a... That lets you level stuff up. You have a extra... You have an extra run. So, like, I can run at this speed. I heard someone, so I'm going to keep moving. Yeah, you can run at that speed, or if you hit the X button, you'll go at this speed, which is obviously much faster. And before, when I was first starting out the game, I was, you know, hitting the buttons to see what they did, and I didn't realize X made you so much quicker, so I went to go play again, and I ran right into a wall. I'm like, what the hell happened? What did I do? Son of... I love doors out of levels that can kill you. Boy, this guy is... There we go. You can only switch between pairs of weapons, which is kind of annoying. I want to, like, just... I can't do that, right? Cycle through... No, I can only cycle through my pair. I want to be able to... Well, let's check the options real quick. Enemy light bar, lock Y status, use weapon wheel. I wonder if I turn off use weapon wheel, if I'll be able to just go to the next weapon. Let's see. So, see, it's weird. Like, I just want to hit the damn button to go to the next weapon, but here I have to circle or cycle through a category, which is annoying. Why can't I just, you know, have a regular weapon wheel? Oh, can I? See, now if I hit RL, I can go through that, but I can't get the ones below. I have to hit Y, and then I can get the ones below. So it's, not the best. And this option I just turned on, I believe, is worse than the weapon wheel. So I'm going back to that. I don't know why the developer would do something like that. It's just, it gets in the way of the action, I feel like. But it is what it is. You get used to it. Hey, bud. Well, I wish this game had motion controls too, and maybe that's just something for me, because I've become so used to using motion controls for fine adjustments that games without it are very hard for me to play. I just wish I could move the controller just a little. I don't use motion controls for like big sweeping motions or anything like that. I use it for like little minor adjustments to aim a shot, and I just feel like that's so much better. But that's my own thing. Let's skip this. Oh my god. Oh boy. See the game right off the bat. Oh, and your level, your life stays, your health stays the same between levels, and each like set of stages has, or each world, I guess, has a certain amount of levels in it. And I didn't look how many were in this one. I feel like I'm using so many of my good shots. Well, I didn't want to do that, but it worked out. Where did I see? I grabbed. I wanted to. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I grabbed dynamite and I didn't even realize it and threw it at somebody. Well, I had to do something because the guy was coming at me. This really does bring back feelings of classic first-person games, just being nervous around every corner. Also, if you don't like that reticle, I see you. You can turn that off. I don't know if there's other options for how it looks, but I know it was originally off and I wanted it turned back on. So there are options in there, but overall, I mean, I have a lot to go. I can stab guys too. I have a lot to go through here, but I am enjoying it. It is fun. It's a nice throwback. As I said, give me this. Now I want this. Oh, this guy's good. I found out earlier that if you use this weapon and charge it up, you can go right through their shield. Yeah, it's a little janky. It's got some things that I would change, but the most important part is I'm having fun with it. So I thought I'd share a look at Project Warlock with you because, like I said, it comes out today. So if it seems like it's up your alley, you'll be able to pick it up. But that is it for today's video. I'm going to end one for once where I don't die, although I'm sure I'll die now that I'm saying this. What is that? Just garbage? That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting. It's very much appreciated. Also, a huge thank you to those of you who support the Patreon. It really does help a lot. It allows me to do videos like this where I try not to die, and the site and the podcast and social media and all that good stuff. Thank you very much. Oh boy, here we go. I really appreciate it. Okay. I'll be back tomorrow as long as I have something interesting to show you. But until then, have a lovely day and a lovely evening, and I'll see you in a few short hours.